Hi everyone, welcome to this new Rituals Yoga class. It's going to be a Yin class for stress relief. My name is Laura, I'm going to teach the class. If you're new to yoga, you might want a pillow or a blanket close to you for some adjustments. We can start now, let's begin. Finding a comfortable and straight seated position. So maybe you want to have that pillow under your hips so you can tilt the pelvis forward a little bit. And your spine is straight. The crown of the head is reaching up. And then we start to bring the focus to our breath by breathing in for 4 seconds and exhaling for 4 seconds. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. One more breath in. And on your exhale, you can reach your arms to the side, reach them back. Bring the chest forward, and as you exhale, round the back, reaching forward as if you're gonna hug a big ball. Inhale, arms to the side and to the back, chest forward. Exhale, rounding the back from the abs. So you're rounding the back, you're really pushing yourself backwards. We're warming up the spine right now. Breathe in. And last one, exhale, rounding the spine, rounding the crown of the head. Breathe in, bring your hands towards the ceiling, stretching out. And exhale, twist to the right. Take one more inhale. Exhale, twist some more. And on your next inhale, you reach up to the ceiling again. And exhale to the left. Breathe in. Exhale, twist some more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your arms down. We're going to the first posture of this sequence, the butterfly. You can bring the soles of your feet together. Knees are dropping out to the side. And if you prefer to sit higher, because we're going to tilt forward, if you have a tight lower back, you can get your blanket and put it under you, so you sit a bit higher. And here the position of your feet is very important. If you want to stretch the inner thighs more, you bring the feet more inward. If you want to have the stretch on the outer thighs, you bring the feet more out to the front of your mat. So we sit with a straight spine, and here I want to stimulate more meridians, the heart meridian and the lung meridians, which will relieve some anxiety or stress. They're in our arms, so we're going to do eagle arms in this posture. For the eagle arms, you bring your right arm under the left arm, and you hold the hands. Maybe you can't hold the hands. It's okay, because it might be really tight for the shoulders. Breathe in, reach them forward, and as you exhale, you bow down all the way to the ground. Maybe you can reach the ground with your hands. Maybe you stay up here. If this is too intense for you, you can always get your pillow and put it between your feet and the arms. And then we'll just stay here for 8 breaths. Whenever your thoughts are wandering away from what we're doing now, or you're distracted by some. So whenever you feel your thoughts wandering off here in this first posture, you can come back to your breath, breathing in for 4, breathing out, landing back into your body. 1 more inhale here. Exhale, slowly round back vertebra by vertebra. We're going to change the arms from the position. So this time bring your left hand under the right. Bring those hands together. Breathe in, bring those elbows as far as you can. And exhale, we will round down. Again, staying here for 8 breaths. Take a last inhale. And on your exhale, you slowly round back vertebra by vertebra, releasing the arms, bringing the knees together with your hands. Maybe you want to shake out the arms a little bit. And to release tension on the hips, we will drop the knees back or to the side for some windshield wipers. And from here, we will move onto our knees. This pose could be quite intense, so really feel here what is comfortable for you and how long you want to stay in the pose. It's called the toe stretch, and what we will do is put our toes on the floor and slowly sit on our hips. So our weight is on the toes. If this is too intense for you, you can always come out and just sit on your knees like this, or maybe on a pillow. But let's stay here for some moments. And what we're doing here is we really stretch out the feet, and the feet are so important because we always use them, and they have a lot of meridian lines in them. The most important ones for this class are the liver and kidney meridians, and they will help you to detox emotionally but also physically. Take 1 more breath here. And then slowly bring your hands forward, releasing the tension. Bring the feet down on the ground and sit on your feet. And from here we can get into another pose, an ankle stretch. So also this one could be quite intense, maybe to already sit like this. If this is too intense for you, roll up a blanket and place them here under the ankles, so you have some support and your feet are a bit higher. We start by sitting on our heels, and also here, again, liver and kidney meridians that we're stimulating now. And also stretching out the body. If this is already very intense, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, it's important to not hunch the back, but keep it straight. Maybe tilt the chest forward a little bit and walk your hands towards the back. And if you still don't feel an intense stretch, you can lift up your knees. And there it is. We'll stay here for 3 more breaths. And exhale, walk yourself out of the position. Maybe drop towards the left and bring your feet forward. The next pose is going to be a standing posture. And if you suffer from high blood pressure, you can stay here and bend yourself forward. So you have a stretch in the hamstrings, in the lower back. For the rest of us, we can stand on or come on your feet. And then slowly push yourself up. If you have tight hamstrings, keep your knees bent. And it's very important that your upper body is relaxed, so you have a nice stretch in the back. If this is too intense for you, you can hold your elbows and place them on your knees. 8 more breaths here. Maybe you want to challenge yourself if you're very flexible. You can reach your arms backward, grabbing the elbows. I'm a big fan of these inversions because we let our blood flow to our head. And once we turn, it will give some clarity. It will help the thyroid and the brains to function better. Taking one more breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands to the ground and your hips towards the ground. And if you can't, have your heels on the ground, stand on your toes. Moving ourselves into our last posture, the yogi squat. If your heels or if your ankles are very tight, you might want to have that blanket again under the heels or maybe even a cushion. Keep the knees together, and from here we'll try to bring our hands together and our heels to the floor. But if you can't do that, please support the heels. And if this is too intense for you, you can always bring your knees out more, but please make sure your knees and toes are in the same line. If you want to have more of a stretch in the hips, you can always bring the toes outward and the knees outward. Taking a moment here to really go inward. Finding a sense of gratitude, of introspection. Staying here for 5 more breaths. Or for as long as you can hold it if you want to come out. It's a quite an intense pose, so. One more breath in. And as you exhale, you can release from the pose, bringing your hands on the floor and push yourself back on your heels. Maybe you want to stretch your feet out towards the front. And then I will leave you in a comfortable seated position. This is the end of the class. I really hope you liked it and that it was stress relieving. I would advise you to stay here in this comfortable pose for another 5 minutes, have a short meditation. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.